This lesson will cover irregular French verbs under the imperfect subjunctive. The imperfect subjunctive stems for all verbs are based on their third-person singular preterite forms, so all verbs that are irregular in the preterite will also be irregular in the imperfect subjunctive. Ger verbs will have an E that precedes all imperfect subjunctive endings, so for manger we have mangeas, mangeas, mangea, mangeation, mangeassier, mangeas. These are the imperfect subjunctive stems for ger verbs. Ser verbs will have a cedilla in all imperfect subjunctive conjugations, so for commencer we have commenças, commenças, commença, commençation, commençassier, commenças. These are imperfect subjunctive stems for ser verbs. A few groups of irregular verbs have imperfect subjunctive stems ending in I, starting off with weird verbs whose stems end in si. So for traduire we have traduisis, traduisis, traduisi, traduisitio, traduisissier, traduisis. Andre verbs have imperfect subjunctive stems ending in G and I. For attendre, we have atteindis, atteindis, atteindi, atteindition, atteindissier, atteindis. The imperfect subjunctive stems for querer verbs end in QUI. For acquérir, we have acquis, 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 acquisition, acquissier, acquis. And there are several other verbs with irregular imperfect subjunctive stems ending in I. For dire and vaincre under the imperfect subjunctive, dis, dis, di, dision, disier, dis. Vainquis, vainquis, vainqui, vainquition, vainquissier, vainquis. Preterite verbs that are based on irregular U past participles have the same stems for both the preterite and imperfect subjunctive. So for apparaître we have apparus, apparus, apparu, apparution, apparussier, apparus. The following groups of verbs starting off with être verbs have imperfect subjunctive stems based on irregular U past participles. Cloue verbs. The two stem present tense verbs savoir and valoir. Three stem present tense verbs. And other verbs based on irregular U past participles. The verbs mourir and être do not have preterite stems based on their past participles, but they do have the same imperfect subjunctive pattern as irregular U past participle verbs. Morus, morus, moru, morusion, morussier, morus. Fus, fus, fu, fusion, fussier, fus. The verbs tenir and venir are conjugated similarly to U past participle verbs in the imperfect subjunctive, but they have different stems. They also have slightly different third-person singular imperfect subjunctive conjugations compared to irregular U past participle based verbs. Tens, tens, ten, tension, tensier, tens. Vence, vence, vent, vention, vencier, vence. And the impersonal verbs falloir and pleuvoir are only conjugated in the il form. Il fallut, il plut. With that, we have covered irregular French verbs under the imperfect subjunctive. I again apologize for any mispronunciations I may have, as I am not a French speaker. As I always say, if you could please do me a favor, and share this video series with your friends and teachers. I would very much appreciate that. And that is all for now, so until next time.